I mean, well, now it just got to be said. Now it just got to be said that this loss to NYSL, um, it's not even shade to NYSL or anything. This is just more shade to like FaZe. But this loss is a this is a big like blemish on Simp and aBeZy's legacy. I feel and like I know this is 100% a big blemish to their legacy. Not just because it's another finals loss, and we're gonna go over all the stats in a second. Like I'm about to show you guys some shit, and it's like crazy. Like there's even like the stat being thrown around. They're like 2-9 in their last 11 finals, which is fucking crazy. But even more so, we looked at the way this tournament panned out. How they didn't have to face Ultra, they didn't have to face Optic. They kind of had an Ultra goes out early in like that in like the round one. So they, after NYSL 3-0'd them, they had the easiest road to the finals. They were chilling. It was literally their tournament to lose. Like every game Simp was dropping a 1.4. And they 3-0'd at NYSL early in their tourney. So like you would think like after that, they would beat him again in the finals. And I even like said in like a previous video, in a best of 7, there's just no way FaZe loses with the map pool. And then I saw the map vetoes, mind blown about all that stuff. So that I'm gonna show it in this video, but I'm also gonna do an in-depth video breaking down. I just want to show you guys in another video, another full video on why FaZe is just like how they break down in finals. Like we're gonna actually go through the gameplay, but like let's go through the map vetoes for this. Because I looked at the map vetoes and I'm like, you guys aren't even FaZe isn't even playing like their strong maps, and I know there's like literally no advantage for like the winners in grand finals, which makes no sense. They should just get all the vetoes. So NYSL banned Subbase, FaZe banned Vista. They picked 6-star. There's no way it's like their best map. I don't know. And then they banned Rio. They banned Invasion, which is a good ban out of FaZe. They picked High Rise. And they picked Karachi, which is not even like their best map. So I was kind of confused about that. I was confused why they didn't just pick 6-star. But I guess it's there by default. And they banned Karachi like they always do. Why does like the team from losers get this many picks? I don't even understand. That's actually fucking weird. I don't understand. Like I feel like there's literally no advantage coming out of winners. Like that's fucking insane. Like you literally get nothing but momentum if you are the losers team coming out of losers. Makes no sense. Okay, but that's gonna be in another video. We're talking about the FaZe legacy. But man, so we're going to get into some stuff. So this is comparing FaZe to the other COD GOATs, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to break it down. I look so fucking dark, bro. Holy shit. I need some brightness on this side. I need some brightness on this side. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to, yeah. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Because a lot of people were saying in those other videos when I was talking about Optic not being like the top team, even after they won the major, everyone's like, FaZe bias. Can you guess who this guy's favorite team is? FaZe bias, FaZe fan. Fuck FaZe Cope. I am not a FaZe Clan fan. I never have been. No disrespect to the organization, not the organization. I just never been a FaZe fan. I am a Simp fan. I am a fan of great players who I see have the potential to break records. The same reason I never watch any NFL, but like I wanted Tom Brady to win Super Bowls. Like I'm not the type of person who's like, oh yeah, we just want other people to win, whatever. When I see there's a person in a sport dominating, I want them to win as much as possible, because I like seeing like just like that like God tier, that S tier of like someone in their profession dominating. Like I'm not that type of person who's like, I want them to lose, whatever. It's boring. They're on the top all the time. Like I saw Simp coming in at BO4 and I was like, holy shit, this guy just came in and won a ring in his first year. only played like 3-4 events, like they didn't play the whole year. I was like, this guy has the potential to like do some crazy shit. And even I'll actually start off with this before I get into like the Scump and Crim comparison. So this is Simp and aBeZy, I believe, after BO4 going into MW19, I believe, because 5 events attended. I'm pretty sure these are all Black Ops 4. So their average placing was at 2.10 at the time. LAN win-loss 42-9, an 82% win rate. Finals appearances 4, event wins 3. COD champs win-loss was 8-0, I guess, because they're only at the BO4 champs. World titles were 1 out of 1. And even seeing this tweet in 2020, and then even seeing the first 2 comments, depending on this, they could really reach T2P status. Can you imagine what this card will look like 4 years from now? Well, I'll do you better. Let's have it 4 years from now. So look at this card. Look at this card. Take a good look at it, and then take a look at this one later. 33 tournaments. Still got a pretty good average placing. Like, they had like a couple thirds and fourths in there. They had like 2 8s. I kind of threw it off a bit, but it's still in like the 2 range, which is still a crazy average placing. I think 90% of the league I think 98% of the league would like fucking beg to have an average placing at 2.75. Their series win-loss kind of went down, whatever. Well, that just happens when you play longer, but still 74.3% is crazy. But here's the kicker. Finals appearances now 22. Tournaments 9. Tournament wins 9. So you take a look at the 4 and 3. 4 final appearances, 3 event wins. So now add on 18 more finals appearances, and they got 6 more wins. So they're 1 and 3 after BO4. So after 2018 going into 2019, they went, dude, I really just lost my train of thought. They went 6 and 18 in finals, which I kind of just feel is like, for their caliber of player, I just like don't feel like, obviously their stats, and like if you take in like the earnings that they made, all these top 2s and everything, bro, they should be good for life. I don't know, but like, and even like a person like 3.2 in earnings, and then like their salaries, I'm pretty sure their salary is probably a lot more than that, but that's not the point. But you just cannot say that this NYSL loss is not a hindrance to the legacy, because now I think it puts them 23-9, I think now. Or I think this is even, so this is 4 months ago. Damn. So now you add, they got into 3 out of these 4 finals, and they won 1. So that's 25-10. 25-10. I don't know, man. 10 out of 25, bro. That's below 50%, bro. That's around like a 42-43%, which just like, I just don't feel like it's good enough for like this duo, man. Not even just a duo, but the trio. It's a trio now. So basically, like, the point I'm trying to make is like, this NYSL loss is a hindrance to their legacy, and like, why are they so bad at finals? Like, why? Everyone's asking why. Basically the only way you're gonna get an actual answer is by asking themselves, but I'm not even sure if they have an answer, because they dropped RCDs, they dropped Major Maniac, they dropped Priesta, they dropped Slasher, thinking all these people are the problem. Maybe it isn't the Force problem. Maybe it's like an internal thing, but it's even hard to say that when like their average placing is like top 2. Like, it's so hard to say that, because like that just makes no sense at that point. It's just that, why can't they perform in finals? No matter what fort they have an issue with finals, and I just think they break down. The best way I could describe it, watching them play finals, we'll break it down over the weekend. I'll have a lot of time over the weekend. I'll be able to actually break this down. Bro, when you watch them play, It's almost like when you watch the momentum swing in a series and you just see a team now hitting flow state and the game just looks so easy and now they're frying the other team. Bro, when I watch FaZe play in finals, I could feel, like, without talking to them, without looking at them, I could feel the anxiety, the nerves. Like, I could feel now it went from a playstyle of we're just fucking better than you to, like, almost like, oh shit, like, gotta be more trepidatious, like, you know, have to, like, tread water. Like, they still play confident, but it's like the second something goes wrong, especially in grand finals, it's like a uh-oh. And I watched, like, the first map, like the 6-star, like, they couldn't hold a hill to save their lives. That happens all the time in finals. I've watched them play finals all year, like the Toronto final, Major 1. Bro, they couldn't hold a hill for anything. It's like a communication everything breakdown. Communication breakdown, everything breakdown. I just don't understand. And I had a picture on Twitter. I didn't want to go find it because I saved so many things and bookmarked so many things on Twitter. But it was literally Simp and aBeZy's duo card, Crim6 and Scum's duo card together, comparing them as duos. And it's like, man, like, I really wanted to view Simp as, like, the greatest of all time. Like, you know, these average placings are definitely, like, the best of all time. But it's like, bro, you cannot be 9-22 in finals and be the GOAT. It just can't happen, especially when there's people that are a lot more icy in finals. Like, when I watched the Dynasty play, granted, they didn't win every finals, but, like, they won a lot more finals. Like, it felt more, like, comfortable watching them in finals, knowing that they're going to win, as opposed to FaZe, where you just don't know. Like, you think going in that they're just gonna fucking slam the team in finals, but then it's like tweaky. Like, whenever I watch Optic Dynasty lose, it's like they actually lost to a team that was like outplaying them, outskilling them. I mean, obviously FaZe is getting outskilled. I'm not saying every loss they have is luck. I'm not saying that. I'm not fuck FaZe coping at all. But it's like, man, they just break down in finals. And this is definitely a hindrance to their legacy, because now it's just another final, another loss. How can you call someone the greatest of all time if they go like 9-40 in finals? Like, no matter how many top twos they get, no matter how much they dominate during the regular season, if they can't perform in the NBA finals, if they can't perform in the NBA playoffs, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, Ovechkin, for example, this could be a horrible reference. I don't watch hockey that much. If he didn't get that one Stanley Cup, bro, it would be like, fuck, bro. Like, literally one of the greatest players of all time, bro, but he can't win the big one. He can't even win one, but he got that one. But it could have just been like the greatest person to ever win. But with this FaZe thing, I just don't know. I have a lot of hunches, and we're going to go into it in, like, the NYSL video, like I said, but just want to make a video on how it hinders their legacy. So let's compare this to, like, Scump and Crim, and I'm going to maybe cut the video to see if I could find that actual picture, but if not, I'm just going to show you these for now. So taking 22-9 in finals, so now we take a look at Crim's all-time career. So 74 tournaments. Even an average place of 3.2 is crazy. Still has, like, literally basically like the same percentage, higher actually, playing more tourneys, which is even more impressive. Finals appearances. So this is where, like, that GOAT debate for me kind of ends. Like, 47 finals appearances, 37 wins. That is a great ratio for wins. Like, that's a COD GOAT right there. Like, I can't see, like, 9-30. Like, let's just say they don't win again for a while, like, and they make all these finals. Like, 9-30, like, at that point, it's a cry for help. At that point, it's like, you guys got to split, you know? But, like, 47-37 is, like, very, very fucking tippable. And even, like, Scumps, even, like, finals appearances 40, tournaments 29, like, these are great ratios. Like, in order for Simp and aBeZy to even, like, get their ratio back up, they gotta win, like, every finals they're in. Like from now on, when they're in the finals, they have to win every single one in order to get this shit up. Because now it's 10-25. looking at all these, like, we just look. I just want to go over mostly like the Vanguard stuff. So we're gonna filter this to Premier only, bro. They lost like every team in Vanguard. So I'm not gonna go over the 5th, 8th. I'm gonna go over like the major ones. So this one, they lost to Optic Texas. Optic Texas was like their hard counter that year. Like, they could not beat them to save their lives. Major 2, LAG. This one I feel was super just. This one was unacceptable, I feel. I don't care what flow state, bro. You're losing to this team that just picked up Spark from Challengers. Granted, I think Spark's a fucking great player, but bro, you're an established fucking team, been through it all, won multiple champs rings, bro. Like, you can't be losing LAG, bro. This is like a free tournament win. The same way this last major, this major 4 with the bracket they had, was a free win. And it's like, you look at that stuff when it comes to legacy, and it's like, man, like, how can you even argue? How can you even argue that this is not a hindrance to their legacy? How can you not argue that? So even like major 3, Seattle Surge. So they lost to Seattle Surge. Fucking Pred went off in that. Bro, they just took turns losing to every team in Vanguard. It was literally insane. They lost to everybody. They lost to LA Thieves in like the fucking finals. Who they lose to in this one? I think they lost to NYSL. So they lost like fucking 5 different teams in these fucking finals, or like even in like even the top 3. Like, it was bad. And even in MW19, like, they trolled a lot in MW19 as well. Especially that champs. Like, I feel like they should have won that, but Dallas Empire actually did a great job of hard countering them. But yeah, just so many. I'm not even gonna count Cold War, because like, they're very successful in Cold War, like, and Ultra was very good competition for them. But like, from Vanguard up, that's where the legacy for me dropped. Like, everything else I'll kind of like accept, whatever. This is like the first year of the league. This is like Simp's like first like actual like starting off pro year. Like, you know, half of it was online though. But from Vanguard, like, this Vanguard really tarnished your legacy, because like, that should have been a win. Or I mean LA's Cup fire at the end, but that should have been a win. That should have been a win. That should have been a win. These 3 majors should have been wins for them. I feel like they should have been, but I'm even starting to second guess that. Like, even like the Seattle Surge one, because Pred was playing crazy at that tourney. But I watched FaZe play in this game, bro, and their hard point was break every hill, do not know how to hold the hill, get broken, just break every hill, fight for 15 seconds of scrap time, be late on every rotation. That was them in Vanguard, and they never changed at all. It was literally the same play style, and it kind of feels like they're sort of reverting back to that. Like, I never viewed FaZe as like a great hardpoint team. I view them as great players that are just able to like make hardpoint work, but like, there has been times, obviously, like in Cold War or whatever, but Vanguard, MW2, watching them play hardpoint, I'm just like, man, it's like they never learn. They're playing the same stupid way, and the reason why like it's not changing or whatever is because they're getting top 2s, they're getting top 3s just off of like their fucking talent. But like, if they actually played hardpoint more structured and had like a different philosophy, bro, like, a lot of these could change. But yeah, I mean, just a very big hindrance to their legacy. I don't know. Just, I see a lot more seconds. That should be a lot more first. Like, they should at least be like 15 and 25, like, bare minimum. Like 15 and 25. Like, this one, that one. Like, that's already 12. Not really gonna argue much in Cold War, but MW19, you could argue there's a couple in there. This one, they should at least have like 14 or something, 15, because I'm not trying to completely discredit half of the teams that like beat them, because some of those teams caught fire and they played way better than them. But with a team just this caliber, you just don't expect this at all. I don't know. And like, you just look at their tournament wins. I'm getting flashbang. Look at me. Holy shit, bro. Damn. Like, you look at this from like 2019 up until now, you look at these tournament wins and you're like, this is all they actually have? Are you serious? Like, this talent? This is all they have in 4 years? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, when you actually just, like, step back and look at it, and then you add, like, the Black Ops 4 champs, which isn't in here. I think they won, like, they won two in Black Ops 4, I believe. They won champs and, like, something else, I feel. Yeah. But yeah, you just look at these and you're like, really? This is fucking it, bro? This is insane. This is actually insane. This is all they have. Like, they're great in, like, the online qualifiers and everything, but man, this is a big hitter for legacy. I can't even lie. Scump and Crim played 42 events together and they won 19 of them. This is like an unfair comparison, I feel, but like, so I compare this FaZe team, like, just skill wise to, like, complexity after they got Clace there. So just ignoring that. I'm not saying FaZe should win everything, but like with the talent they have, like if you put everybody in the league, every team on their best day of Call of Duty when everyone is playing their best, FaZe is the best team in the world. I'm not even hearing an argument. When Simp's at his best, aBeZy's at the best, Cell's at his best, whoever their fourth is at their best, compared to any other team when they're all at their best, FaZe is the best team. It's end of fucking story. Like, that's literally just the way it is. You could argue all you want. It really doesn't matter. You could argue maybe like the flex roll, maybe the fourth, but that trio, when the trio, like, put that trio against any other trio on their best fucking day. But yeah, I kind of compare like FaZe to complexity, and like complexity with like their God Squad. Like, I'm not expecting FaZe to win everything, but like look at this 1-1-1-1-1-1-1, a 2, but I had fucking no money on the line. 1-1-1-1-1, and then obviously like it fell off after like that team broke up. They started having issues, and then he was just in fucking different rosters, and it was fucking horrible from there. But like when he had his dynasty, so FaZe has their dynasty right now. Like, I already know that they're probably expecting a lot more 1-1-1-1-1-1-1s, but like they just need to figure it out, man. Like, a lot of people throwing on adversity, and like that could also be a thing. Like, they're not used to getting punched in the mouth. Like, when they're playing in like the winners round and like the losers round, like they're kind of chilling. But when it's like a one and done, like, okay, this is finals, there's nowhere else to go, like you can't lose, it's like a different team, bro. It's like I've never seen such good players break down and have no ice. I just can't even like I remember watching Aches, and I'm pretty sure Krim even talked about it in like a video. I'm pretty sure all of them even talked about it. Like, just Aches, the delusional confidence he was able to instill in his team, like, made them, like, no matter what happened, like, they were the best team. Like, even they got punched in the mouth, like, they're still the best team. Like, they were just always so sure of themselves, and I'm sure Simp and aBeZy think they're great players. Cell think they're great players, but I don't think they have like that delusional confidence. Like, even when shit goes down, I'm still like the best. Like, we're still gonna dominate. Like, I don't think they have like that kind of ice, and it's mind blowing to even say that with those caliber of players that they don't have that ice. It's so crazy to say, so crazy to say. Somebody has to ask them. Somebody in the camp, some interviewer, whoever's close to FaZe, if they would even answer that fucking question. I'm not even sure they would. But, like, why do you guys break down in finals so much? Like, inquiring minds need to know.